However, that he's gone.
Who's that?
Denise, the dummy, so whatever you want to call him,
D
Dennis
Nice.
Allen has been fired.
D Nice.
He'll be alright. He's got money. He don't care about what I'm saying.
Okay.
But Dennis Allen is gone. He is out of our lives. I'm not gonna lie, dog. Do wish you the best, Dennis Allen. Just get off my team. Ain't that right, Dad?
That's right, buddy. He had to go. Everybody knows that. So
Yep. But you know what, Dad? The Saints, even when they lose, they win. But the Falcons, when they lose, they lose. Because why, Dad?
because they suck, son. They suck.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. But let's get into some of these Week 9 recaps, man. I know we still got one more game to go, but so far, Dad, I think, yeah, you've won. You actually have 11 wins. I think. Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, you have 11 wins. Yeah, you're
Killed
only
it this
still.
week, huh?
Yeah, you went 11. Well, obviously, you still got one more game. But so far this week, you're 11-3, and your 3 losses: Thursday night Saints game and the Sunday night game. So good for you. Jets Thursday night. Obviously, I don't got the scores because StreamYard is being a bug right now. But Jets beat the Texans 21-13. Dad, what's your take on this?
Bad look for the Texans because the Jets fired their coach. They've been going down. Aaron Rodgers not the same. He's too busy going into dark rooms and things like that. Bad look for the Texans. They needed to win this They needed to get this victory, and they didn't do it.
All right, sorry about that. But yeah. But however, Garrett Wilson made an eye-popping touchdown catch as the Jets, who lost 5 games in a row, finally gets another win as they beat the Texans. People are like, what was the better catch? Was it? Hold on, be right back. Hold on, they can wait. But people were like, what was the better catch? Was it OBJ or Garrett Wilson? We gave our opinions. It's still Garrett Wilson, bro. I think Garrett Wilson's catch really shouldn't have counted, but I don't know, because I feel like it was out of bounds.
You mean it's
Oh,
OBJ, right? OBJ has the what's up, Jared?
what's up, Drew?
OBJ has the best catch, right?
Yeah, that's what I said.
I thought you said Garrett Wilson, but okay.
No, I said no. But oh, happy day! Yes, it is, Jared. Man, Dennis Allen finally thought the Saints lost, but yet they won at the same time, man. Yeah, but man, you
Keep
know what?
that
I'm
same
happy.
keep that same energy though, people. I see a lot of people online talking about, well, y'all can't be happy because a man lost his job. Shut up. Y'all knew he was supposed to be gone yesterday. So keep that same energy and know that we got a lot of work to do now. So Denise Allen is gone. We on to bigger and better things. So keep that same energy, my brother. Who else we got here? Beck
All right,
said
Beck,
the
1, 2, 3, 4
Bills.
said Bills. Man, yeah, y'all Bills. We're gonna get to them after we get to this Cowboys Falcons game. But the Bills, man, look, they started off shaky, but then they got themselves together. And Tyler Bass, man, that brother just don't miss against Miami.
The Beast.
Yep, a new day is here. Yes, it is, man. A new day, brighter things, man. And Dennis Allen after that Denver game was like, I don't think I'm gonna get fired. Yeah, okay. Stop. Top story of the day. Dennis Allen fired. Yes, he is, Jerry. Hallelujah. Man, if I was on StreamYard, I'd probably play a freaking Hallelujah song. But can't do that. Okay, man. However, these sorry Cowboys played these sorry Falcons. Or the Falcons.
Somebody had to win though, Mikey. Somebody had to
Yeah.
win.
Yeah. Falcons win 27-21. But did you see what Mike McCarthy did?
I saw he had a little meltdown there. He's got his cowgirl panties in his bunch, but he'll be all right. He'll be all right.
Yeah, he'll be alright, man. But yeah, Where I'm smiling, fellas. Man, I'm smiling too. Ear to ear, Jerry. Ear to ear. Left to right. Up to down, diagonal to the other diagonal, wherever you're pointing, that's how happy I am, man. But yeah, Mike McCarthy slams his little, slams his tablet after
Boom.
Darnell. Yep, after Darnell Mooney had a wide open touchdown for Atlanta. I just don't know why coaches do that. Because don't you need the tablet to go over film? Like every single time a team's struggling, their first thing is they throw the tablet. Like, don't you need it? What our Beck1234 says, what is your favorite team? My favorite NFL team, and my dad says well, and also Jerry's. We are fans of the New Orleans Saints. We had some dark
2-7,
times.
back with 2-7.
Yeah.
But we just fired our coach. We on to bigger and better things. It's time to start evaluating these players, getting us a new coach for next year so we can be competitive next year, like the Bills.
No, now we're 3-7 because we won the Dennis Allen sweepstakes. Yeah. Joshua the Bucks fan Logan said, Sup? What's up, Joshua? Man, I'm feeling amazing, bro. Dennis Allen. Man, and you know what? I'm happy we lost to a 1-win football team. Beck1234 said, what? Look, man, the Saints, we don't have much to look forward. Yeah, we don't have much to look forward to.
Not this year.
Yeah, but Dennis Allen getting fired is definitely going to help our future. We may win 6 games next year. We may win 1 game next year, but I will tell you this: I would rather go through this stage that we just had with Dennis Allen. I would rather deal with the devil that you don't know than deal with the devil you know. Let's see. That forehead's so big, it's running out space for billboards. Okay, sir. Okay, have fun with your little pathetic comment.
Little trolls.
Yeah, what do you think that's gonna do? Make me cry on the stream? Like, okay, sure. We're kind of concerned about the Buccaneers Chiefs game. I'm not gonna lie. I still think the Buccaneers might win that game because the Chiefs have been looking kind of fraudulent. All right, but the Bills, yeah, y'all Bills, man. Look, I'm assuming you're a Bills fan. They're a good team. They're what? They're 7-2. They're 4-0 at home. So yeah, obviously you have horrible games like you did against the Ravens and Texans, but other than that, see, that forehead is so bad. Satellites are trying to use it as a new GPS landmark. Well, guess what? Your commenting fingers are so stupid that I'm not even going to acknowledge you no more. All right, Beck1234 said yes. Yep. Yes, man. Yes,
Keyboard
man.
warriors, we call those, Mikey.
Yep.
Keyboard warriors. There he goes again. What you got?
See, your forehead's got, bro. What is it with the forehead jokes? Okay, yes, we both have big foreheads. Congratulations. You want a cookie for that? You want a cookie? Man, I like my forehead, and I actually got a 3-head because my
Look
forehead
here, my
ain't
brother.
that big.
I'm not gonna thumb wrestle with you over the internet no more. I'm just
Yeah,
sit here, drink my coffee, and love me some Dennis Allen not being here. You heard me?
yeah, man. Man, look, our foreheads might got more real estate, but that real estate living in your head rent free. Mic drop.
Woo! Troll.
I mean, look, if you look, I can say
Mike.
some mean stuff too. I can say mean stuff too. We can go all day. I can say some mean stuff too. Don't get it twisted, bro.
Keep it good. Keep it good. You gotta keep
Anyways,
it positive. You know why? Because we got this. We got Jesus. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Woo. Let's move on, Mikey. Let's move on from the troll.
Let's move on to probably the best game of the weekend, where we had the Buffalo Bills take care of their AFC East rival, the Miami Dolphins, out of a final score of 30-27. Tyler Bass in a 61-yard field goal to win it. Woo-wee. Man enjoying coffee, children cooked. Am I supposed to be offended? What?
Skulls. Yeah, who's that? Reishi? Vichy? What kind of name is that?
I'm surprised he knows what a skull is, because all he is one big skeleton who thinks that he matters. Anyways, Dad, what's your take on this Bills Dolphins game?
Bills got it done. Bills, it was a close game. They, it was a back and forth game. They needed a field goal to win this game. But yeah, Miami still has yet to breaking the win column with Tua back. Or did they win last week? I forgot.
No, last week they lost to the Cardinals.
Yeah, so they're still looking for their first win after concussion.
Yeah.
But didn't get it last week. They're getting better though. But the Bills with a big win.
Yeah, man, the Bills are looking like they could compete with the Chiefs, but said that the last like 3-4 years and hasn't been true yet. Yeah, the Bills played a great game. Josh Allen threw 3 touchdowns, and yeah, Miami didn't really do much. Tyreek Hill he had an okay game. But next up, we got the Bengals, who struggled with the Raiders, but then ended up blowing them out. Well, it wasn't really much of a blowout. It's kind of like what the Saints were last year, where it's like the Saints, even if they won in blowout fashion, it wasn't really a blowout. Because you remember the Panthers game from last year, where the Saints were up like 14-6 and they won 20-6, but we knew it was not a blowout. Yeah, the Bills field goal, man, that kick was amazing, bro. Tyler Bass, if only could have hit that against Kansas City, man. I don't understand these kickers. They can make a freaking 61-yarder no problem, but then they miss a 40-some yarder. I don't understand. Yeah, against the Dolphins, yeah, man, that was a crazy game. Unfortunately, I had to watch my trash team instead of that game, but it's all right. You know what? If it gets down fired, all is well. But yeah, Bengals over Raiders 41-24. Joe Burrow threw 5 touchdowns in the win. So what's your take after this game happened?
Now, I know he threw 5 touchdowns because I played against him in fantasy this week.
Wow.
But I still won by 1 point, so I'm good. Yeah, like I've been high on the Bengals. Like they're going on this streak. They have a lot of winnable games right ahead of them, and I believe they're my Super Bowl pick. So come on, Joe Burrow, keep throwing those touchdowns.
All right, Beck1234 said I subscribe. Shout out to Beck1234. Yeah,
good deal, Beck.
But we like subscribers, and we don't like ugly because God don't like ugly.
He does not.
Yep. God may forgive you, but you can also go to hell. Yep. He's like Santa. You know Santa? Well, Santa is like he gives presents to the good boys and girls, but the bad people get cold. That's basically what heaven and hell is. So yeah. I don't know if you ever thought of it like that, but yeah. Next up, Chargers beat the Browns 27-10. This always happens where a freaking backup quarterback comes in, wins a game, and then goes back to being a backup. Because like you remember Andy Dalton, people were like, "Oh, the Panthers, they might win like 7 or 8 games this year." Because Andy Dalton, man, he looked at it and he went back to being trash, and not even their starter anymore. To be fair, he got hurt or in a car crash, but not their starter no more. J.K. Dobbins, ran in for 2 times. He got into the end zone twice, which definitely helped. Look, I still like Jameis, but yeah, I don't think he's the answer for Cleveland. Look, he's not going to be the answer for anybody. He's going to be a quarterback that you start if you need to, okay? But that was your final take after the Chargers win 27-10, and maybe you can make the playoffs.
You hear that?
What?
I'm trying to listen. Shh. You hear that?
What?
I'm trying to listen for all the people last week that were talking about Jameis Winston. We just beat the Raiders. We have a chance now. No, I don't hear him this week. I mean, this is what the NFL does. You something one week and you nothing the next week. And the Cleveland Browns are, like, in the words of the great Denny Green, are who we thought they were. Trash.
So trash, man. To the point where you can't call them trash with how trash they are. But yeah, look, and like I said, I still disagree with the Browns fans that said that were chanting or cheering for Deshaun Watson to get hurt. I still disagree. But I will say this, though. He should have been benched, okay? So maybe it was a sign, but still, even if it was a sign, that's a horrible sign to have. Especially Browns fans. Look, I understand you may think they did the bad stuff, but you can never assume, okay? Like, God also does not like assumptions. But anyways, next up, we have our first of 2 games, I believe, to go to overtime, where we had the Tennessee Titans beat the New England Patriots 20-17 in overtime to deliver the Patriots the number 1 pick, but the Saints are behind. So Patriots keep winning, Saints keep losing at this point. I don't care. Like if the Saints win, cool. They don't, okay. But Drake May, he was able to avoid a sack and throw a game-tying touchdown, as time expired. But then he also threw the game-losing interception. So what's your take after the Titans beat the Patriots in the ultimate loser battle?
It's a pretty bad game. I mean, two bad teams going toe-to-toe. Treating the fans to some free overtime football. I'm sure they was loving that. But yeah. So I mean, nothing to see here. Both of these teams not making the playoffs. We can just move right on to the next one. We got hit back.
Whoever likes the Chiefs just wants to win the Super Bowl. Yeah, that's how it is, man. Like they'll be like a Browns fan, and then like, you know what? I hate losing. Who's a good team right now? So yeah, like I will give it. Some people are diehard Chiefs fans, but I will also say this: most of them aren't. Because if you ask Chiefs bandwagoners, they don't know who Alex Smith is. They don't know who Matt Castle was. I believe that was the quarterback for the Chiefs. I don't know, but they don't remember.
Do you know who Christian Okoye is?
Name sounds familiar.
He was a running back in the 90s. Big old dude, looked like an offensive lineman running the ball.
Yeah, they don't know who what's his name? Dante Poe, I think that was his name. They don't know who that is. They don't know who Dante Hall was, who Derek Thomas was. They only know two people: Patrick Mahomes, maybe Tyreek Hill, and Andy Reid.
Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
Well, yeah, probably. Shoot. Some people just like the Chiefs because Taylor Swift's there. So it has nothing to do with winning. It's just whoever they like, Like, look, I've been a Saints fan since 2018. I've seen some up years and I've seen some down years. I was there for the Minneapolis Miracle. That was actually the first ever game I watched and paid attention to. I was there for the No call. I was there for the other Minnesota game. I was there for the Tampa Bay game. And I was also here for the past 3 years where we missed playoffs and it's about to be number 4. So, look, I've seen the struggle. And trust me, it ain't fun, but I ain't going to hop over to a team just because they're 8-0 or winning Super Bowls. Like, okay, good for them. Like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, you're soft if you do that. If you're a bandwagon fan, you're soft. Okay. Next, let's move on. Commanders squeak out. I mean, the game was really never close, but Giants got a garbage time touchdown. But Washington won 27-22 over the Giants. Terry McLaurin. Did you see the celebration he did?
No, I did not.
He did the too small celebration after his second touchdown against the Giants.
The too small? How you do that?
Basically, you just stand up and you just have your hand and then just lower it to the ground, just calling them small.
Oh, you small.
Yep. Yeah, and ironically, Jayden Daniels had 2 touchdowns as well, and so clearly both of them came to Terry McLaurin. Look, Scary Terry, man, he must be shouting with joy that he actually now has a quarterback that can give him the ball. Man, Terry McLaurin might be the most underappreciated receiver in NFL history, bro. Because dang, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like this wide receiver, he had to deal with Ryan Fitzpatrick, not other Fitzpatrick, like old Fitzpatrick. He had to deal with Heineke. He had to deal with Alex Smith, for a year. Man, McLaurin had it rough. He even had to deal with Marcus Mariota for a game.
That's
man. Yeah, and still put 40 something. Yeah, we're not going to talk about the Saints Panthers because we did that yesterday, and I don't want to be repeating because we won anyway. Like, we won. We may have lost the battle.
We lost, but we won.
Yeah, like we may have lost the game, but we won the war. What's it saying? We lost the battle, but we won the war, or is it we lost the war, but we won the battle? What is it?
You want to win the war. So we lost the battle yesterday, but we won the war. That's the big picture.
Yeah. Yeah, so we lost the battle, but we won the war. Yeah, but man, the Ravens, bro, they curve stomped the Broncos. 41-10. Derrick Henry scores his 100th career rushing touchdown. Obviously he was getting them touchdowns in Tennessee when he was playing for the Titans. Now he's getting them touchdowns in Baltimore as he plays for the Ravens. He had 2 touchdowns and got 100. So that was your take on the Ravens' 41-10 win over the Broncos.
Well, the Ravens, they were mad. They didn't play well last week. They let the Browns take it to them and hang that L on them. So yeah, they wanted to get back on the winning track. They have something that the Saints just don't have. They got that inner fortitude, that guts. To come on, we gotta right the ship this week. They have that, and that's what they did this week.
Yeah. Yeah, man, the Ravens, look, after that loss to Cleveland, they're like, we're the Ravens. We're supposed to be the examples of the division. And then, yeah, they just whooped on the Broncos. Bo Nix, though, he had a cool receiving touchdown. So, ironically, that was the only touchdown Denver scored all day. But the Eagles, man, let's talk about that Jaguars-Eagles game. What the heck, Eagles? Look, I predicted Jacksonville to get the upset, but you were up by, like, what? Like 16, 20 points. Let them come back. He still won. But you almost blew a lead to Jacksonville. But Saquon Barkley, he knows how to hurdle. He invented the new hurdle. The brother's doing backwards hurdles now. And Nakobe Dean, Nakobe Dean got the game-sealing interception. So that, what's your take on the Eagles' 28-23 win on the Jaguars?
Who can beat the Jaguars? I mean, I wouldn't celebrate too much over this victory.
Yeah, 7 teams have beat the Jaguars so far.
Right, seven and counting. So just fall in line and move on and get ready for next week.
Yep. Yeah, because, man, the Jaguars, bro, look, they'll probably beat the Saints just because we're the Saints. But now, hey, at least we know the Saints definitely, their season, they're just probably going to tank the rest of the season. Because no interim head coach has ever led their team to a Super Bowl win. So yeah, these are the 7 teams that have beat the Jaguars: the Dolphins, Browns, Bills, Texans, Bears, Packers, and Eagles. Those are the 7 teams that have beat the Jaguars. Some of them are good teams, some of them are not so good teams. But here's a game where I have no words for. The Cardinals dominated the Bears 29-9. I mean, look, I picked the Cardinals to win, but I have no words. Good God, you couldn't even get a touchdown on the Cardinals defense. That just you take over.
Well, it seems like a rookie quarterback played like a rookie yesterday.
Yeah, 22 for 41, 217 was Caleb Williams' stats.
How many touchdowns and interceptions?
0. Hold on. Yeah, I think it was 0-0 because it would have popped up even if you had interceptions. But so yeah.
So Kyler Murray and the Cardinals did their thing, and the rookie, took his lumps like you do in a rookie season. So nothing else to see here. Bears ain't going nowhere. It looked good for a couple weeks, but they're back to, just scoring 9 points a game.
Yep, the Detroit Lions, they were angry. They demolished the Packers 24-14. Even though the scoreboard was a 10-point game, it really wasn't that close. Because like the Packers, they had chances. Like they had a play where it was like 4th down. If they convert, shoot, it could have been a 3-point game. And they would have kicked the field goal, it would have been a touchdown game. So Packers really just shot themselves in the foot, even with Brian Branch getting ejected. Amon-Ra St. Brown, though, he stood on his head to celebrate. Spectacular touchdown catch. What the heck is this freaking man doing? But you saw the shirt Amon-Ra St. Brown was wearing before the game?
I did not. What he was wearing?
Green Bay sucks.
Did he really?
That was just the shirt. It was just a black background with the words Green Bay sucks. There was no design, nothing. He wasn't even creative. He wasn't even creative. He just had the words Green Bay sucks. So for a second, I was like, shit, the Packers might win this game because, whenever a player does that, it usually backfires. But that did not happen. But, yeah. Amon-Ra St. he caught one lose. But now let's go into our second overtime game. As we had the LA Rams battle it out as they beat the Seattle Seahawks 26-20 in overtime. As DeMarcus Robinson with a one-handed game-winning touchdown grab The Rams, I will say this: the Rams probably have the most entertaining finishes to NFL games because, like, every time the Rams are in a dogfight, most of the time the Rams pull it out. So that was your top. What's your take on this one?
Matt Stafford doing Matt Stafford things in overtime. He was slaying the ball, boy. He was, putting that ball in the tight windows with confidence. I'm really impressed with Matt Stafford. He doesn't look like he's over the hill or anything. What people were saying, maybe. But yeah, the Rams are going to be a tough out for people this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Connor.
man. Yeah, yeah, man. The Rams. What'd you say?
Connor just showed up
Oh, did
talking
he?
about
Cause
the
I.
Saints fired Dennis Allen. Yes, sir.
Oh,
Sure did.
what was comment didn't pop up on my end. So, all right. Well, the Vikings, on the other hand, defeated the Colts 21-13. Um, Jordan Addison made a cool one-handed touchdown grab. Even though Sam Darnold threw 3 touchdowns, he wasn't that great. Okay, like the 3 touchdowns came in the second half. Like the Vikings got shut out. If they were playing any other team last night, they would have lost. Well, obviously, they probably would beat a few other teams. But if they're playing like one of those top tier teams, they would have lost. So that what's your take after Sunday night?
The Vikings got back to their winning ways. They was down for a couple weeks after starting off the season. 5-0, whatever they were. But yeah. So yeah, they got back to their winning ways, and the Colts. They're not really a contender right now. They have Joe Flacco in there now, which is maybe a slight upgrade than Anthony Richardson, but they're not going to do anything this year.
Yeah, probably not. But so to end off, we're gonna start doing this. So to end off every recap stream, we're probably going to we're probably just going to talk about the playoff picture. Something that the Saints won't be a part of. Um, so we're gonna see who's in and who's out because technically every single team still has a shot, even if it's 1% chance. But every single team, even the Saints, which is probably unlikely, but even the Saints still have a shot at the playoffs. So these are the teams. Obviously everybody's in. So for the AFC, number one is the Chiefs. So they would have the first round bye, and they also played night. But they would have the first round bye if they were to. They would have the first round bye if they were to. If the season was to end today. Number 2 seed is the Bills. Number 3 seed is the Steelers. Number 4 is the Texans. Number 5 is the Ravens. Number 6 is the Chargers. And number 7 is the Broncos. So if the AFC wildcard round was to start today, the Bills would host the Broncos, Steelers would host the Chargers, and the Texans would host the Ravens while the Chiefs get the first round bye. Here's the teams that are on the bubble, which means that they still have a chance to make it, but they're not in yet. Number 8, we got the Colts with a 28% chance to make it. Number 9, the Bengals, 35% chance. Number 10 is the Jets with a 28% chance. Titans are at 11 with a 5% chance. Dolphins are at 12 at 3% chance with a 3% chance. Number 13 is the Browns with 1% chance. Number 14 is the Jaguars with a 3% chance. And number 15 is the Raiders with a less than 1% chance, and number 16 is the Patriots with a less than 1% chance. Now look at this. Okay, on the NFC side of things, number 1, so this is the team that would have the first round bye. Detroit Lions. Number 2 is the Commanders. Number 3 is unfortunately the Falcons. Number 4 is the Cardinals. Number 5 is the Vikings. Number 6 is the Eagles. Number 7 is the Packers. So yeah, the Lions with a 98%. Well, hold on, I forgot to say the playoff teams of the AFC teams. So let me do that for of the AFC playoff teams. So the Chiefs, if they win today, they would have. Well, currently they have below not or they have basically a 99% chance to make it in. Bills 98, Steelers 85, Texans 94, Ravens 93, Chargers 77, Broncos 48. Now on the NFC side of things, I just said the playoff teams. Lions have a 98% chance. Commanders 84, Falcons 89, Cardinals 49, Vikings 84, Eagles 85, Packers 61. These are the teams that are on the bubble with a chance to make it in. The Buccaneers, currently they have a 43% chance. If they lose, they have a 38. If they win, they have a 62% chance. Number 9 is the Bears with a 9% chance. Number 10, the 49ers with a 55% chance. Number 11 is the Rams at 22%. Number 12 is the Seahawks at 10%. Number 13 is the Cowboys at 10%. Number 14 is the Panthers with a less than 1% chance to make it in. The 15th seed is the Saints with a 1% chance. Number 16 is the Giants with a less than 1% chance. So those are the playoff seeds. So also in the NFC, if the playoffs were to start, the Lions would obviously get the first round bye. So the road to the Super Bowl will go in Detroit. The Commanders would host the Packers. The Falcons would host the Eagles, and the Cardinals would host the Vikings. So, Dad, you got that?
Got it, buddy. I got it.
Yep. All right. So, Dad, where can they find you?
Find me on Warren Newby YouTube channel, on the Hurricane Mike Show every week for all these shows, pregame, postgame, pick'em shows, recap shows, all them shows. We in there, boy.
Yep. We're in there, man. But you can always find me here at Hurricane Mike. Like, subscribe, share, turn the bell, and turn on another upload. Who that? And don't be a what, Dad?
Don't be a Falcon fan.
Don't be them, man. They stupid.